Have you ever had this thought? Once I get to a certain place in my life, then finally be happy. Or once I get the guy, or the girl, or the money, or the car, or the power, or the fame, or the baddie, then, and only then, I'll finally be okay. So if you've ever had thoughts like that, I can assure you, you're not alone. In today's video, we're going to reframe those thoughts by using the analogy of life as a video game. And to start, I need to give credit to the two amazing teachers who inspired me to make this video, and those guys are Aubrey Marcus and Eric Godsey. And if you like this concept, I highly suggest jumping into their podcast on this idea, and it's the Aubrey Marcus Podcast, episode 169. You can find that on iTunes or on YouTube. Alright, so let's say that your life is like a video game. For the sake of using a game that most people are familiar with, let's say that your life is like some version of Super Mario. Or if you're not familiar with that game, just insert any role-playing game that you're more familiar with. For me, it was Super Mario 64, and so if I imagine myself to be in that game, I remember that I start outside of the castle. I could see the trees, they looked so green and great. I could look up at the sun. I could practice my jumps and my double jumps. I could duck and do that backflip. I could run and sort of do a side flip. Everything around me looked amazing. But then something happens, and you start to get bored. And the things that once looked so amazing, they don't look all that great anymore. And then you have this thought, once I find my soulmate, then I'll be happy again. Once I find my success, then I can be whole. And from that moment on, you've made an agreement in your mind that the present moment isn't good enough, and that happiness and wholeness lies somewhere in the future. So you believe that happiness lies in the future, and you're in your video game, and so what do? You decide that you're going to punch in a cheat code so you can skip all the way to the last boss battle, and then you can claim your prize. You can save your princess or your prince, or claim your car or your job or your money or your fame. And then you can achieve that greatness that you believe is there. So your cheat code's in, and all of a sudden you wake up in a really dark stage, and you come face to face with a massive force known as Bowser. You begin to think to yourself, maybe I wasn't ready for this battle yet. And you're thinking to yourself, man, I wish I was off staring at those trees right now, practicing my double jumps, or feeling the sun on my skin, going for a cold swim. But you can't, because you chose to be here. And now you're face to face with big old bad Bowser. So Bowser comes running at you, takes a swing, you're able to dodge it, but then he catches you off guard with his fire breath, roasts you to death, and you're gone. But thankfully, this is a video game, and you've got a few lives to spare. So you wake up outside of the castle, and you see the trees and the sky and the sun. You have a sigh of relief. Everything looks amazing. You breathe. And all you can say is thank you, thank you, thank you for this chance at life. And you're thinking to yourself, maybe this present moment's A-okay. Maybe this present moment is all I've got. Maybe I wasn't ready for that boss battle yet. Maybe I had to go through a few levels and learn just a few lessons before I get to those battles. And so, in looking at real life, we could say that one of the levels is discovering the present moment. And the major boss battles for that level would be the past and the future. And reliving the past again and again, and thinking that happiness or wholeness lies in some fantasy future land. So the real ticket is living in this moment, right here, right now, if you choose it. And on another note, it's cool to have goals. It's great to chase dreams. But it's so important not to be attached to those material possessions. You are so much more than any car or job title or body that you could ever get. You are so much more. And I know it may feel like the guy or the girl or the car, the job, the money, whatever. I know it may feel like it fills you up, but it's just a delusion. It's a delusion that some people spend their entire lives chasing. So please, 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 don't be one of those people. When you get out there today, try to see the world with eyes anew, like you're back on level 1 when everything looked amazing. Try to see the miracle that is a tree, and the sun, or a bird, or a plant, or a baby. Remember that a little tiny seedling turns into that tree. A little tiny embryo turns into that baby. We have food to eat and oxygen to breathe. There are miracles everywhere. So when you get out there today, taste a piece of fruit. It's the first time you ever tasted anything. Listen to a song like it's the first song you've ever heard. And try to remember what it's like to see the world with the eyes of a child. And lastly, I want to urge you guys to please be gentle with yourselves. It really doesn't matter that much if you're on level 1 or level 300. We can find wholeness in each level, in each moment, in each breath. And now we'll end with the question of the day. I want to hear from you guys. What do you do to stay grounded and in the present moment? Drop some comments below. I'd love to connect and to hear from all of you. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos, and I will see you next time. Peace.